You're watching the Touchliner Podcast. Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner Season 2, Episode 9. And we're back! Ben! Are you surprised? Ben, are you surprised? I'm not surprised.
You know what time it is.
What was
You
that?
know what time
What was
it is.
that? What was...
Let's go.
Don't do that again.
Let's just get onto it, okay? Let's get straight to it. It's
Right.
the first fucking topic.
Oh, he's... Okay. The first topic, you know what? We forgot a couple of subject matters last week, so I just want to quickly go over them. Quite controversial. We didn't talk about them. Right, the Kovacic yellow card. You saw the two incidents.
I
Obviously,
did.
2 bookable offences. You only got booked once. Do you think you should have been sent off?
How that motherfucker was still on the pitch is beyond me. It's like any other team in the Prem, and he's gone. But because it's City, I'm just saying, like, it's convenient, innit, that they're going through a bad patch and, 2 red card tackles. Well, one's a yellow card, definitely. The other one could be even a straight red. And he doesn't go off. One of them doesn't even get carded. Mental.
It's insane.
But yeah, like, what are I thought he was Michael, what's his name? Michael Hooper, Michael Oliver, something.
Michael Oliver,
He's
yeah.
supposed to be consistent. He's supposed to be like one of the good ones. Honestly.
Apparently not. Yeah, I think
Who
you should have got sent off. He's
Yeah.
City get a lot of decisions, man, if you actually think about it. Liverpool, obviously, we've seen the charts. Liverpool have got the most since the start of last season, they've got the most VAR favourable calls. So, I mean, that Spurs game was crazy, like a few weeks ago, but they get these calls.
Cry bin dippers.
Yep. Did you see the Liverpool penalty they got last week then? The one where he got shoved a bit from behind Szoboszlai.
I didn't see it.
So they got a pen for it. It was quite weak. People were comparing. There were a lot of other instances where players have been drawn down in the box and then nothing's been given. Højlund against Arsenal was one, obviously. I saw.
Højlund, yeah.
So that wasn't given. But then the Liverpool one, yeah. So the Liverpool one was given. That's why I sent that to the group, being like,
no consistency. Honestly, I would much rather them get it wrong consistently than to be right sometimes and wrong sometimes, because at least we then know the problem. Like, we don't know what is going on with these refs. We don't know if it's like the laws that they don't understand, or if there's like their own if there's interpretation within the law. Like, I don't know where these refs get it wrong. It should be black or white. Like, it should either be it's a foul, it's not a foul, it's a handball, it's not a handball, it's offside, it's not offside.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand how it can be contentious at all.
Yeah, man, it's true. Like, I think VAR is a very good thing, but seeing it being used like that, in the way it has been, is horrible. Like, I know Johan has said in the past, like, in rugby it's not used well, but I watched a bit of a Rugby World Cup match.
No. He's wrong. He's just a pessimist.
I watched a bit of one, and the way they did it, and the speed, and how obvious, and how they explained it, that's how it should be used.
It's so fast. It's actually quicker than VAR decisions in football. Like, and they say, oh, like, if we do more, it will slow the game down. No, bro. Like, the layout's already there. They literally even have a camera on the VAR guy, so he can see. You hear the refs, both refs at all times. They can see the replays that the VAR guys see on the big screen, so everyone in the stadium can see it. And then he says, oh, show me this bit again, show me that bit again. Okay, I believe this. Do you agree? Yes, we agree. Go ahead. Boom. Easy. Like, how difficult can it be? But no, FIFA want to make controversy because it sells. That's so why.
True. It's true. Football's corrupt, man. What can we 100%. Do?
Speaking of corruption, Tommy Fury.
The boxing segment.
How much did you pay those judges? How much? Tell me, please.
But the fact that it was unanimous, he was unanimous as well, because the guy counted it wrong, the third scorecard.
Yeah. Bro, like, it's crazy that, like, we're at a point in boxing where judges can't even add up. Like, use a calculator. Surely, like, what are we talking about? One of the judges, instead of writing, so he gave the round to Tommy Fury but it was the round where he had the point taken away, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're supposed to write either 10, 8, or 9, depending on how the round went. So, in his words, KSI lost that round. So, but Tommy Fury had a point taken away. So it should have been 9-9 on the scorecard. He wrote
Right.
9 and then -1 where Tommy was.
Yeah.
It's like this is also the problem because it's not even I don't think it's a professional fight.
No, it wasn't. No.
Like, they're not sanctioned by the British Boxing Commission or the actual pro one. They're
Mm.
sanctioned by one below that do some higher level exhibition stuff. So it's like, how, like, experienced are these judges that they're using, you know?
You can tell, man.
But
You can. I mean, I don't know much about boxing, but it seems like every time there's a fight, whenever I see you talking about it or whoever talking about it, it seems like there's something going wrong. There's some corruption. There's some. Oh, why have the judges got it wrong again? I
it's
don't.
yeah, it's mental. It's like, I can't remember the last time I watched a fight that went to a decision where I was like, "What?" At least one judge getting it wrong. Like, it's even in UFC and stuff, but yeah. Well, unlucky KSI, if you're watching. Obviously you are. So,
It is. It is. We support
unlucky
you.
lad.
We love you, but unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky. Anyways, back to football.
Back to football. Did you see the Mctominay goal against Spain?
I saw
Do
it.
you actually think it's not intentional? Do you actually think he didn't
He
mean that?
doesn't try and shoot. He's just hitting the ball hard into the box. That's what he's doing.
I think he's trying to shoot. I think that's planned. I think
No.
the player going into the keeper is planned. I think it's a weak foul to give, but because of how fiercely protected goalkeepers are, that's always a foul to
Yeah.
make. Unfortunately
Yeah.
for Scotland, if
What are
they
you
won
gonna
that
do?
game, they would have qualified for the Euros already, top of their group. But
So who do they have to play now to qualify?
they've got the rest. They'll qualify. They've got a weak rest of their group. So Spain is the only other hard team. And then they've got Cyprus, Norway, Georgia.
Cyprus. Norway. Norway. My man could
Norway's
cook.
surely not. They got Georgia and then Norway. I think they just need to win one of those. Nah, but
Yeah.
Norway suck, bro. Like, yeah, they have Haaland, but that's it. Like, can you name me
Yeah.
another Norwegian player?
Uh, no. I was gonna say Sigurdsson, but I don't even think he's Norwegian.
Like, Berge is the only one I know. Berge because he plays for Burnley now, and then Sorloth as well, who plays in La Liga or did play in La Liga. But
Sounds like a Pokemon.
washed
Sorloth.
Sorloth, the second generation.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, McTominay is on a crazy run of form. I think if he just carries that, even just like, bro, carry like 30% of that into United's next run of games, and we've got a chance of salvaging our season, which is literally
Well,
the hope.
I I said he has to start, right? Like, he has to start next
Yeah,
game. If Ten Hag doesn't start him, it's like you're
he's
literally keeping
he
a
will.
purple patch player on the
Mm,
bench. Well,
he
not
will
even
start
purple
him.
patch. Maybe he's just coming into good form. But if you keep him on the bench when he hits good form, like, what does that say about your confidence in him? You know,
It's
he's
true.
gonna think, "Oh, the manager doesn't have confidence in me," and he'll lose faith.
Yes,
So,
it's
I
true.
think Ten Hag has to start him.
And Casemiro apparently he sprained his ankle, rolled his ankle, it's swollen. So I think he's out anyway. Or maybe I don't know
Okay.
how you can heal from that in a week, but I think
No.
McTominay might start anyway. So
Unless
that's
he's doing it to get out of international duty,
that'd be good.
saying
I'd
it to
like
get
that.
out.
I'd like that if that was true.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Um Yeah, me too. Oh, mate, it's been so hard not watching any football this week. I had to watch rugby. I do like watching rugby, but like it's not as enticing, you know?
It's true. I mean, I did watch the end of the New Zealand Ireland game, which was entertaining.
Bruh. Yeah, didn't watch it. Not bothered, like unlucky island.
Hold that. But yeah, hopefully, I'm excited for football. We'll move on to our Premier League predictions later on because obviously
Yeah.
we usually cover the games. I think we forgot 2 weeks ago, but um, one thing you did want to cover debate
Mm.
the top 10 Premier League strikers. So you've ordered yours.
Because
You
yeah,
go ahead.
I ordered mine, obviously, because it's a top 10, so I ordered mine.
So are
Uh,
we just doing this based on top 10 who you think are the best like striker forwards, like center forward?
I've done current form.
Current
I've
form.
done
Okay.
I've done current form and I've done people who have played at 9. I've not done like out and out centre forwards. So if you've played
Okay,
at
that's
9 this
fine.
season,
So Son would count
then
then.
yeah, Son's on my
Okay.
list.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So shall I kick us off?
Kick off, please.
I'll go from 10 to 1. Okay, I think that's
Okay,
the better
let's
way to
go.
do it.
Let's go.
I think you'll like this. Number 10, Rasmus
Really? All
Højlund
right.
at
Okay,
number
okay.
10. What you have to remember is in the Premier League, we have a drought of good number 9s,
Mm,
and he scored 3 goals in the, Champions League,
yeah.
like, already.
Yeah.
Even though United haven't been performing well, he's been like a shining light for them,
Mm,
for you guys. So and he's only what, 19, 20.
yeah. He's young.
So like he's looking good. He's looking good. Number 9, this might be contentious.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Jesus. I don't rate him. I really don't rate him. And currently he's done fuck all this year. He's
Why
scored
is
like
he
1
9
goal.
though? I would not put him in the top 10.
Really?
No, I wouldn't. Genuinely, I
Okay.
wouldn't.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's better, like, than anybody outside the list, but he's also not done a lot for Arsenal this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I don't watch Arsenal. I don't know if it's because he's been injured, but I also don't like. I look at him and I think you're not. I don't think you're an out and out number 9. Like I think you're like your
Yeah.
potential is somewhere else. You know, maybe at that like centre forward spot, but I don't know. Anyways, number 8, Ferguson.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I back that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
back
that's
that.
a
That's
fair
fine.
shout. Fair
That's fine.
shout.
That's fine.
Okay. Obviously scoring a hat trick against Newcastle. You know, he's been cooking for Brighton. Young prospect.
Mm,
Yeah, but it writes itself. Okay.
he is good.
Number 7,
Yeah.
Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes.
At
Yeah,
7. Okay. Interesting.
yeah. 7.
Interesting.
He's definitely better than Ferguson, and he's doing way better than Jesus. And um, he's like he's got all the ability to be like a really, really good number 9, but I just don't think that like it's not like that he's played in a typical number 9 fashion. You know, like I also like I just think he will be there
Yeah.
eventually. He will be a high level striker in the Premier League, but right now he's not top 5.
Okay.
I can't put him above any one of the next 6 easily. Like no
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Okay, number 6, Callum
Right.
Wilson.
Okay.
Don't come on. Let's not pull faces now. Okay, a goal every 63 minutes.
No, yeah, fine. I'm just kidding. He's in my list too. Yeah, that's
Come
fine.
on, let's be serious. Clinical, scores the most outrageous. Like, how are you even scoring goals? Type of goals. Like he
Mm,
looks so bad on the ball, but then he gets goals, and that's what a striker needs to do. He is the opposite of Darwin Nunes. Like Darwin Nunes has all the physical ability in the world to be like. He's
really good.
pacey. He's
Yeah.
really good on the ball. He can play good passes sometimes, and he's got a good shot on him. But like I watch like Wilson, I just think like, my God, you have nothing outside of being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That's what I think about Wilson. Okay, number 5, Min.
At
Min
5.
Son. Yeah,
That's
at
low.
5.
Okay.
Because obviously he's not an out and out number 9, right? He's played in the number 9 this year under Ange, in and
Okay.
out.
Okay.
And I think he's done really well. But I think he worked a lot better when he had Kane behind him on the left. You know, when he's on the left, I think he's much deadlier. But he doesn't have like, at least they're not playing a system right now like how Madison could play him like through on the left. It doesn't. They've not even got like a good number 9 replacement for him. Like
Yeah.
Richarlison's shit. Like I don't think
Mm,
Richarlison and Son link up well at all. Anyways,
yeah. Okay, facts.
so number 4, extremely underrated player, I think, in the Premier League, Ollie Watkins.
Yes.
Very
Okay.
underrated.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah.
underrated.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even need to really go into details. I think he's just really, really good for Villa, and he's undervalued by most people, most Premier League fans. Number 3, Alvarez,
I was gonna say he doesn't play in the 9. I rate him, but
mm,
he plays on the wing. But
but he
I'll
has,
I'll
but
allow
he's
it
played in the 9 for City
because
before.
he has, but like this season he's been
Yeah,
doing really well on the wing.
yeah. The thing
That's
is, he played in the 9 against us last season, and he cooked us.
yeah,
Like
no,
he actually.
he is good. He is good, but
So
it
like
feels
I
like he's
know, I
found a
know,
new
I did
level.
say this season, but like if he played at 9 this season, he'd probably be doing just as well, you know.
Yeah,
But on the
yeah,
right
yeah,
as
yeah.
well, he's doing really well. But yeah, I think he's at 9. He's probably better than Son, better than Wilson, better than Nunez, maybe better than
I
Ferguson,
don't know if he's
and
better
definitely
than
better than
Son. I don't know if he's better than Son, but
at the
okay.
9. At the 9,
Yes, at the 9.
okay, okay, it's contentious. Number 2,
Yeah.
I think these are pretty obvious who these are going to be. Number 2 and number 1. Number 2, obviously, the man from Sweden,
Okay.
Alexander Isaac. It's like it's not really doubtable. He's the whole package. And he bagged goals for fun. Second top scorer in the league right now. Um, he's just brilliant. Like, and he can do everything. You can play him on the left. You can play him up front. You can play him a bit deeper. He can do it all. So it's like it's not even debatable. And then obviously number 1. I've got Awonyini or whatever his name is. No, I'm joking. I've got Haaland.
What you need.
I've got Haaland. Um, Interesting that like the top 2 strikers in the league are well, 3 out of the top 10 strikers that I've got in my league are from like those like Scandinavian countries in it.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe the Scandinavians are producing the best. I don't think Isaac's actually like Swedish. I think he just moved there.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's
Nurtured
interesting.
there. Nurtured there. Came through the
Yeah.
academy there. So it's
Mhm.
it is interesting. It
I
is
don't think you
interesting.
can really. I don't think there's a lot to fault in that list. I think I've
I'm
cooked a
not
little bit
disputing
there.
that much. The only thing I'd say is Alvarez hasn't played at striker this season, and I feel like
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
playing better this season,
Mhm.
out of striker. But I think if City might even function better as a team with Alvarez at the 9 and Haaland not there. That's just
And he
what I think.
played up front for Argentina, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he can play the
Yeah.
10 as well. He's so
Yeah.
agile. I rate him so much.
That's why
City
he's top
again.
3 because he can do a lot. He can do pretty much everything.
That's okay. So here's mine, right?
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
give
like
two shout outs first before I begin this, right?
all right, yeah, let me just shout someone out. Awanyini, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He's doing all right, but he's fallen off a little bit in the
A
most
little
recent
bit.
games.
A little bit.
And that's all I've got right now.
Okay. I want to shout out Mr. Betting Man himself. He hasn't played this season. Ivan Toney. Unreal last season.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, of
unreal.
course.
I would have
Of
loved to
course.
put him in this list, but he's not here. And he's probably about to
Yeah.
go to Arsenal. That's the link right now.
He's
Makes a lot of
definitely
sense.
top 5 strikers, definitely top 5.
100%.
When he's fit, like
Hundred
all
percent.
full
If he
playing.
goes to Arsenal, that is scary. I think if Arsenal
Yeah,
do that, they're
she is.
serious if they do that. So you got shout out to him. Alvarez, I've not put in my list because he hasn't played at striker this season. But I would
Okay,
if he
okay.
was there, I would put him high. But I'm going
Yeah,
off
yeah,
number
yeah. Okay.
nines this year. So number 10, I will match you. I'll say Hoyland. I not
Okay.
because of his. I think his skill set is up there with some of the best in the league, but he hasn't scored yet, so I can't really chat much. He's
That's
obviously
that's why he's down low. If
yeah.
he'd scored in the league, then I can have him a little bit higher, but he's not
Yeah, he
yet, you
hasn't.
know.
He's
He
cooked in
scored
the
an offside
Champions League.
goal,
Yeah, he cooked in the
but
Champions League, but I need to see more. I need to see more. I've
mhm,
been impressed so
yeah.
far. I'm very, very, very hopeful, and I think a lot of our hopes for this season, finishing in the Champions League spot, getting a cup maybe, will depend on him scoring goals. Which, like we
Mhm.
said weeks ago, we don't want that to be the case, but here we are. Fantastic. Um. Okay, at number 8, sorry, number 9, I've got Mr. Darwin Núñez.
9.
9. I rate him. I rate
Ooh.
him. I'm slowly seeing what Klopp has seen, but I still think his touch. His dribbling,
Yeah.
I don't rate.
His
I think
touch is a little bit
he's
off.
very strong. He's very quick. His finishing's all right, but
Mm,
he's got a lot to work on. He's still a kid.
yeah.
He's got
He's
potential though.
what do you call it? He's bagged 2 against Newcastle in past the 80th minute when he came on.
He did,
Literally, like,
yeah, yeah,
won them
clutch.
the game.
Yeah, crazy. But that's it. He didn't need to dribble. The ball came and he finished. Great finishing on him.
Yeah.
He's got so much potential, but still needs to prove a bit more. Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I mean, obviously Liverpool had that shaky season last year. This season, if they do well and he gets like 20 plus goals, you can reassess. You can reassess where he's at. Number
Mhm.
8, I've got Mr. Callum Wilson.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Interesting.
I have him at number
Okay.
8. All right, Wilson, I rate, but this season he's been injured. Oh, when is he not injured? But he's been injured this
Mm,
season. Genuinely, if he stayed fit, I would compare him to someone like Jermaine Defoe because these guys are small. They don't look like physical specimens, but they're surprisingly strong. They get in the right
yeah.
place at the right time, and they have a powerful shot. These guys are
Yeah.
very good number nines. They're not archetype. You know, they're their own special build. Quite rare. I like these kind of players. Like I compare him to someone like Hernandez back in the day at United. I think every team, if they could have a player like that, just scrapping, getting
He's
feasting on
yeah,
his scraps.
he is also fast as well, like, he
Oh
can
yeah,
get
yeah,
in
yeah.
behind, but it's just, like, I don't always trust him in the one-on-one. Like,
Mm.
I trust Isaac way more in the
You'd
one-on-one.
rather give him a situation where he doesn't have to
And
think, where he can just
never he's taken
react.
18 penalties for Newcastle and scored all of them.
Yeah,
That's also something that I forgot about.
that's yeah. I mean, very good. He's a very reactive player. He reacts to what's around him. I
Mhm.
like him. I like him a
Yeah.
lot. Um, 8 is still good. I think 8's all right.
Yeah.
Number 7,
I feel like this is gonna piss me off.
Huang Hee-chan.
Oh,
You forget
fuck.
about the
Forgot
boy
about Huang
Huang. Bro,
Hee-chan.
he is the joint 4th top scorer in the league. Same amount of goals as Salah this
Fuck.
season. Huang
Okay,
Hee-chan.
Hoyland's gone. Hoyland's gone. Damn,
Huang,
I
bro.
forgot.
The Korean guy. The Korean
The
guy.
Korean guy, how did I forget?
5 goals
Damn.
this season at a Wolves team that doing okay. 14th. I mean, kind of what you expect from them, but score 5 goals. He had a fantastic start. And I've always liked
Fuck.
him. Very
He's
quick.
better than Nunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
my opinion.
put him
So
above
he'd be up
Nunes.
on my list. Hold on, where would I put him on my list? I put him 6th. Then Wilson will go 7th, Nunes
Mm,
8th, Ferguson 9th, and then Jesus 10th.
yep.
Yeah.
I
Hoyland
rate him,
was
man.
getting knocked out from there.
I rate him. I really like him. Bro, he's quick, he's good at finishing, he gets in the right place, he's deceivingly
Yeah.
strong as well. I like
Our
him.
Asian brother.
Bro, of
We
course,
have to
I
like him.
have to back him. Like we don't have much
Yeah.
representation, but shout out to you, Huang Hee-chan. He's probably gonna
Yeah,
score
shout
against
out.
us now.
Yeah.
Good player. Number 6.
Forgot about who's that striker for Crystal Palace as well?
Which one? Mateta or Edward?
Edouard, he's alright.
They're good. I wouldn't put him top 10, but I was thinking
No,
about
not top
them.
10, but
Decent players.
no.
Nicholas Jackson?
I was genuinely like considering
Nah.
him putting in 10.
He hasn't nah.
I was
He does
considering it, but he's not done enough like yet.
he's missed a lot of
And
sitters.
he's yeah, he's done more bad than good, even though he's done
Mm-mm.
some good for Chelsea. So it's like I can't find a reason to shove him in that list.
Exactly. Yeah, me
But
neither.
okay, next.
Number 6, I've got a one year.
No, that's a bad take, I think.
Do you know what
Above Huang Hee-chan
do you know what it
and
is?
above
No,
Callum Wilson and Darwin Núñez.
people are forgetting how good this guy is. How good he was last season. I mean, I'm not even saying he's bad this season. He's been very good this season for Forest. The way he's like the old style number 9, you know, like strong, big, he can hold the ball up, but also he's really quick. Like he
Yeah, he's
genuinely
fast.
he's one of those strikers that can hurt you whenever. Like he can feast on
Yeah.
he can be there for the tap-ins, but he can also run through your whole team and score. He did it against us this season. I've always rated this
Mm,
guy. His goal scoring, his goal to game ratio is very good. Obviously it's worsened a bit this season, but last season it was insane. He kept scoring. I think if he finds his feet again, I mean, Forest is staying up anyway, but if he finds his feet again, he could push Forest even further up, maybe even a top half finish. Really rate this guy.
Mm,
I would love him at United. That kind of player, I love it.
really?
I really, really rate him. Like, not even based off numbers, just watching him play, I'm like, this guy is force. He plays like Drogba.
Okay. Drogba, you know.
Drogba.
Okay.
Obviously, he's not Drogba, but yeah. Number five, I've gone with Evan Ferguson. What a
Okay.
young talent.
5.
What a young
Yeah.
talent. He's obviously, like you said, hat trick against Newcastle, but he's so complete because not only does he play in the 9, he can play in the 10 as well. Like, he's big, he's strong, but he's got the touch, he's got the silkiness on the ball. He can use both feet. He scored with his head. I mean, the goals he scored against Newcastle were different. I mean, some one was in the box, I remember. One was a
One was
bit
a big
lucky. One
deflection, I
was a bit
think.
lucky, but the long shot was nice. Caught Pope off guard a bit there.
Yeah, that was a nice goal.
Yeah, I and United wanted him in the summer, but they were charging 100 mil. Understandable. I mean, they just sold like all their best players Brighton last summer in McAllister and Caicedo and I can't remember who else. I think that's it. Matomo will be going soon as well at some point, but
Mm,
yeah. Anyway,
okay.
he's at my 5. At 4, I've gone with like you said, Ollie Watkins, underrated. I think he deserves his flowers, man. This guy is
Yeah.
crazy. Bro
Listen, if Villa
cooks.
keep going the way they're going, then like he should stay. But if like he has the ability to move to like I'd love him at I mean not that we need him, but I'd love him at Newcastle. Like he would have been so good at United. Like
Yeah.
Chelsea could have got him instead of Nicholas Jackson. Like
Mm.
um, he could have gone to like a top team. Oh, even Spurs, bro. He can go to Spurs
Yeah.
like
He would
in January
cook.
or something. Can you imagine like if
He
Spurs are
would
challenging
cook.
in January and they obviously need to spend and they need to get a striker because Son can't play up front forever and Richarlison is shit. So they'd have to get a number 9 in. If Ollie Watkins went to Spurs, oh my
That's a
god.
big club move. That's why I don't think it's gonna happen. It
Son,
maybe in the summer.
Watkins, Madison. Oh my god.
The thing
That
is,
is dirty.
Spurs are gonna be screwed in January because they have the Africa Cup of Nations, so Basuma will be gone.
Yeah.
I can't remember who else. There are a couple of other players, but Basuma's a big one because he's been very good for them this season. Um. Anyway, number 3, Isak.
Okay, let me think about who you've put above him. Who haven't you mentioned yet? Are you putting no, you're not putting Jesus up there.
Be so
Hold
funny.
on, let me look at my list again. You're putting Son at number 2.
Yeah. Look. Listen. I really rate Isak. I think he's a fantastic striker. I think he's when he plays, he does something. Even if he doesn't score, he's a nuisance to defenders. And his dribbling is honestly something that you wouldn't think a player like him would possess a skill like his dribbling, but he's crazy on the ball as well. So I like him a lot. Feel like he can do more. His injury record isn't great. Um, I think there are some times where he should be scoring some chances that he doesn't. Like for example, if you compare his conversion rate compared to Wilson's,
Yeah.
that like for example. But I do think in a few years' time, Isak has the potential. If not Hoyland, if Haaland leaves the league, Isak could be the best striker in the league. He has the potential, but it's obviously dependent on a lot of things. He seems like a quite brittle guy. Seems like his bones are made of like chocolate
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
glass.
Yeah, glass. Bro is literally made of glass. But yeah, I've still got him. Still got him at
Mm,
3. Third best striker in the league. Number 2, I've gone with Son, as you said. This is Young Son, man. Bro, he does not have a weak foot. He can score every single type of goal
yeah,
imaginable. He's so complete. The only thing is, stop crying, mate. Honestly, just no, I broke someone's leg. Don't cry. Ooh, got sent
yeah.
off. Stop crying. But bro, he scores headers. He uses his left. He uses his right. He can poach. He can score from outside the box. He can score free kicks. He can grab you a hat trick. Insane baller. The best Asian player of all time. 100%.
Mhm.
Love him. Love him at Tottenham. And he's been great this season for Ange. You know, Ange is cooking right now. For now, obviously. 2 Premier League Manager of the Months in a row. Very good. And
Mhm.
obviously, number one is despite all this stupid criticism, Erling Haaland at one. Bro, he still scored 8 goals.
Obviously.
8 goals this season, and people are
Yeah.
saying, "Ooh, is he actually as good as we
And he's
thought?"
and he's been like and he's not been like on form really.
Bro,
He's
that's the
been a little bit
thing.
off form, which is outrageous, and he's still top scorer.
Bro, like off form for him. He's still got a goal a
Yeah,
game is the ratio right now. Like it's insane. The levels. That's what happens when you're that good. Set the bar so high.
yeah,
He was gonna
yeah,
score like 30 plus goals again in the league. Probably not as many as last season,
definitely,
but like the only
definitely.
criticism I have of him is he goes missing in big games. I think we talked about this. He goes missing. He went missing against Arsenal,
Yeah.
didn't he? They only got 3 shots off in that game. He got an XG of 0.
A
Like
0, yeah, like
z-
straight 0, yeah.
straight 0.
Saliba had him, bro. Saliba, like, bullied him.
Yeah,
It was pretty funny, to be
that
honest.
clip of them going for the loose ball and he just nudges him.
I
He goes
like that though.
flying.
That's like a Jamal Lascelles move, like, just fucking driving a shot. It's like,
Just
just
compared
driving
Saliba
a
to Jamal Lascelles.
Can Saliba do it in the Champions League against PSG, to be fair? Let's just remember that.
That's quite funny.
Um, I just like it though. I like these like big
Yeah,
centre
yeah.
backs who just put a
Mm,
shoulder into a striker and like not care about him falling over. Like you could never do that to like Son, really, because like Son would fall over. Like, but I like how Haaland's going to try and stay up so you can put more into him,
yeah,
and then it doesn't look like a foul because he always tries to keep going. You know, if you flail and like make it look like it was a foul, then the ref will probably give it. But you can put a bit more on him because he's like that big and strong.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, exactly. It
I
makes
like it though.
more entertaining viewing as a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it, but yeah, so I guess that list. I mean, apart from Awani on mine, I don't think there are any disputes. Um, and you forgot about Chan, the Korean guy.
I did. Yeah, Which guy? The Korean guy,
Yeah,
bro.
5 goals,
Yeah,
bro. That's more than a goal every other game.
yeah,
So very good.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Um.
I did want to talk
Uh,
about though. Would you still want to talk about the strikers? You got something else to say?
no, no, no. I'm just. I was going to go to predictions, but if you have something,
I've got the before predictions. I want to talk about the Sheikh Jassim bid, Man United. Completely forgot.
fucking washed club. Honestly, washed owners want to strangle the club for every little bit they can get out of it. Like, I'd make a joke about the fact they love money and why they love money, but I'd probably get cancelled. So, you know, just bruh, like what like what are they actually doing? Keeping a hold of
Oh,
the club.
yeah.
It's mental.
It's
Like,
it it's
no
alright.
one wants you there. Like, how much did you bid? 5 billion,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think it was about 5 billion. And then in addition, 1.5 billion pledged towards the club, improving the facilities, the stadium, the infrastructure, coaching,
That
everything.
that is more than 15 times what our owners paid. 15 times
Yeah.
more. How mental is that?
Bro, it's a disgrace. I mean, it's the Glaze. I don't expect anything more from or less from these guys. That's exactly it. Like Sheikh Jassim bid what twice our market value, and they still
Mhm.
rejected it because they wanted
Yeah.
more. And I know this whole thing about being state owned or whatever. Look, reality of it is, if you want a billionaire owning your club, it doesn't matter who the billionaire is. They are not going to be an ethical. They would not have got to the top being ethical and
What, you think
caring about the
billionaires are
environment.
ethical, lad?
Yeah, exactly.
No
So it
way.
doesn't matter. I don't care. Like as long as someone comes in and gives crap about the club, someone who wants to improve
Yeah.
the club, come in, please, like, and do what you need to do. Like, but
Even if they don't care about the club, right? Because, like, I'm not under the assumption that, like, the sheikh who owns our club, like, has loved Newcastle for years and wants to make Newcastle the best team in the
no,
world.
no.
I'm sure he wants to make it the best team in the world, but he wants to do that because he wants to have something that he owns that's gonna make a lot of money that he can
Yeah,
say is the best.
yeah,
Like, that is how do I say it? That's like being the best is like sort of Middle Eastern, like the way a lot of people in the Middle East think they want to be the best at something. They want to have the best car, the best hospitals. Dubai wants to have the best tourist attractions. They want to have
Yep.
everything the best, right? So that's how these really, really wealthy like people in the Middle East think they want the biggest, the best stuff. So they want to make Newcastle the biggest and best club because it's
Mm.
going to bring more money. It's going to bring more attraction to the country. It's going to do all this. Even that is better than an owner who like just sits there and does nothing and just leeches money off the club. Like I don't care how morally like superior you are. Like you can be the nicest guy on the planet. If you just sit there and don't do anything with the club, I don't want you there. I don't like go get out. You
Mm.
know, if you're
Yeah.
not doing anything, you're not trying to improve. Why are you the owner?
Exactly. They're using us as a cash cow. They've not put a cent into the club. They've built up our debt all the way now. Qatar were gonna clear our debt and everything. It was gonna be good from that standpoint. Whether you agree with the Qatari state funded whatever is another thing, but there was an owner who actually came in who was gonna change the club for the better, and now it's not happening. It's a shame. A lot of people are having a meltdown, which I understand, but we've moved on to this new possibility, which is looks like it's happening with Jim Ratcliffe, um, buying
Right.
25% of the club for 1.25 billion.
So
25%.
25% of it is 1.25.
It's
So
clearly
the
not.
overall value being 5 million,
It,
5 billion,
yeah.
which is what he offered.
Yep.
And they offered 5 billion with an add-on of 1
Yeah.
billion, right?
But the Glazers don't care about that. They're like, we don't care. They'd rather you give that 1.5 billion to them.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah,
They're like, yeah, they didn't care. Like this guy wanted to improve the club. So Jim Ratcliffe has come in now, and with a 25%, he wants full sporting control of the club. Don't know if that's going to happen, and he wants to have a say on football. Yeah, so a say on footballing decisions. Don't know how I feel about this. He's coming in with the right intentions, which is nice. The bar the Glazers have set is so low. Someone comes in, is like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I want to help you." It's like, "You want to help
This
me?"
could be one of the worst days as a Man United fan in years, to be honest. Like, not today, because technically it was yesterday, but this could be like a pivotal moment in the history for Man United. Like,
It's
it's that
yeah.
big.
I don't know if it's good. Obviously, we won't know if it's good or bad. He also wants a view to in the long term. He's in his mid 70s. In the long term, own the club outright. Don't know. Like, okay, God forbid he dies in 10 years. What happens?
Yeah.
Does his son actually want to do anything? Has he got someone lined up? Like, bro, this guy's old. Like, why are you getting 25% of the club and you're not realistically, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. The Man United supporters trust has come out and been like, look, we need. It's like we're gonna vote because the United board need to vote on if they want Ratcliffe in. So the United supporters are like, look, we don't think the Glazers are doing any of this in the best interest of the club. We're very disappointed. Da, da, da. We're gonna hear Jim Ratcliffe out before anything happens because there are, I believe, some Man United supporters on the board. So everyone needs to agree to get Jim Ratcliffe in.
Mhm.
It's a whole big process, and it's a shame because I remember this has been going on for almost a year now when we were put up for sale, and I thought that we would be fully bought outright within the next few months, but we're still here. Typical United fashion. Like you said, Wash Club, watched everything. It's genuinely it, it could even be nothing happens and the Glazers stay on and keep us for 2 more years, which is what they want to do. Um
Yeah.
so the whole economic
And then it gets even worse, obviously.
Yeah, it ges worse and our value goes up because the economic crisis starts to recover in the next 2 years.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then no one will want to buy us because at that point they'll be like, yeah, 8 billion or something
Too
stupid.
expensive, yeah.
It's just sad, man. Like, there's literally not much for me to look forward to as a United fan. Like, I just hope it gets sorted. I hope Ratcliffe, if he does come in, actually makes a difference, actually gets the right infrastructure in because he owns Nice, and at Nice, yeah, they haven't been doing well, but last summer they did a lot of revamping on the football side. Like they hired new
Mm.
director of football, new people at board level to kind of help the club improve where they are. That kind of thing, we don't do that. What we had Ed Woodward for 10 years, sacked him, and then hired the guy below him. So it's just the same rats. Like the same rats are just coming and taking the same places. But
Yeah.
if we can get people in that actually care, footballing people, That'd be nice. Literally, just look at Brighton, look at Newcastle, look at Arsenal, look at what these guys have done. Because a couple years ago, all of them were in the mud, not in the mud, but like not where they are
Well,
now.
Arsenal were a little bit muddied.
Yeah,
Newcastle were obviously fully muddied.
yeah,
Brighton, where the fuck were they? They
yeah,
weren't even in the fucking league.
exactly.
So
And these are the clubs you have to look at how have they done it. They've got all the right people in. You get the people that actually care and have knowledge of football. It
yeah.
can be done really quickly. Like the speed Newcastle have done it. Yeah, it's like unprecedented, but it's been done now. So take a
And you know
page
what
out
the
of the
thing
book.
is? Like, even though Staveley, right, is a multi-millionaire and obviously she has every intention of making money out of the club, she actually cares. Like, she goes to games, she cries when we lose. Like, she comes into the changing room crying, celebrating with players. Um, it's like she was there to put medals on our players in the Carabao Cup when we lost.
Yep.
She actually like wants. She has a passion for it, which is something that Man United might need to find because this fucking 80-year-old bin is not going to do anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's not going
I'm
to
not feeling
fuck all.
hopeful. Honestly, I'm not feeling hopeful. We'll see what happens. I mean, as news comes on, obviously, we will cover it on the Touchliner. We're exclusive, you know. Always get the latest
Yeah.
news just for you guys. But anyway, enough about the state of my
Uh,
falling club.
quick predictions because I have to leave in 9 minutes.
9 minutes. All right, let's run through these. Liverpool, Everton, Merseyside derby at Anfield.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it'll be like 2-3 goal win.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Wolves.
Wolves to cook.
2-0, Chan Brace. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
up the boy. Brentford, Burnley.
Brentford, obviously.
Yeah, Brentford to win. City, Brighton.
That actually, I'm going to call that a draw. 1-1 draw.
Really? Brentford at home? All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. 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 It's going to be a
Okay.
tough day.
Okay. City, Brighton at the Etihad.
Um,
Ooh, here we go.
I reckon it's going to be a high scoring game. I reckon like 4-2 to City.
Really? I think it might be a 2-2.
Yeah.
I think
Deserby
Brighton.
will Deserby will throw it. He'll throw the kitchen sink, I think.
I yeah, I have hope, and I think a Brighton are capable of getting a draw. So I think 2-2 is my prediction.
Yeah, okay.
I think Newcastle versus Crystal Palace.
Oh wait, hold on. Like City haven't won in like 3 games or 4 games.
But they've had the international break to recuperate, so I could go either way.
I don't know. Actually, I might go with 2-2 as well.
Alright. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 2-2. I forgot that they hadn't won in
Yeah, they're on a bad run of form.
record-breaking amount of time.
Break the record again.
Okay.
Alright, Newcastle
Yeah.
Palace.
Uh, Isaac to cook. You know, 3-0.
Yeah.
Smoke season.
I'd go it could be 3 or 4. I'm gonna wildcard my FPL so I can get in some new players. Unlimited transfers. It needs
Okay.
to be done. It needs to be done. I'll get in some Newcastle
Okay.
players for that.
Cool.
Forest Luton. Game of the weekend.
Luton.
What? I'll go Forest. I want you to score.
Nah, Chong to score
You're just gonna keep saying this until Chong finally scores.
every single time. Yeah, he's gonna get there.
There's actually a couple big games. Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge is happening.
Ooh.
It's a bit tasty.
Arsenal 2-0.
Chelsea, 2-1.
Nah.
That's just wishful thinking. It's literally just
You,
wishful thinking. You know what
there's
it
no
is
way
though?
that's happening.
It feels like things are coming together at Chelsea a little bit under Poch, just a bit.
They played nobody, man. Like
Bro,
they've not beat a good team yet.
Saka's been injured. Like he hasn't played any football over the international break, which could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. And that's their
No, I'm
star
sticking with
boy.
it. I'm sticking with it. Nicholas Jackson is not scoring against Arsenal.
Nah, nah, it won't be Jackson. It'll be
Nicholas
Sterling
Jackson
or
versus
something.
Saliba. No way.
That'll be jokes. Nah, Sterling. Sterling will cook. I'm gonna say 2-1.
Okay, okay.
Sheffield versus United.
Sheffield. It's away.
I thought you could argue this. Maybe.
Yeah, like it's
Uh,
away. Like
I'm gonna say
I
we
don't
draw.
actually think.
I think we draw, like
I
1-1.
reckon it's going to be a fucking ugly game. It's going to be 1-0 scrap.
It'll be disgusting. Like, I'm not gonna enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy
Yeah.
watching United this season anyway. But I'll say 1-1. I think we get a point from that. Should be
Mhm.
winning, but no, let's be real. Villa versus West Ham. Tasty. It's kind of two
Villa.
informed teams. Kind of tasty that one.
Yeah. Villa with Watkins to score.
What about Bowen though? Bowen's also got 5 goals this season. He's been
Bowen
cooking.
to assist.
No, Bowen on
So
the West
good.
Ham team.
Yeah, Bowen to assist.
Oh, Bowen's it. So you think what? You still think Villa will win though?
Yeah.
I think 2-1. I
Yeah.
think because of the home advantage, Villa will win.
Bowen's top 5 wingers in the league right now.
Right now, yeah, I back that.
Yeah, he's top 5
Yep,
easily.
easy. Last game, Tottenham versus Fulham.
Tottenham, obviously.
Yeah,
Rich-
at their stadium as well, I
Richarlison to score.
guess.
Can you imagine?
Nah, he probably will. He probably will take a shot off if he scores. But yeah, that's everything we wanted to cover.
I've just got one last question. You know, every episode we're doing it now.
You know what?
This one's
Last week, he had a really good one. Let's see if it's good again.
this one's more of a get to know you question.
Oh, you don't know me?
Okay,
Okay,
I know you, and I think I'll know exactly what you're going to say to this answer,
come on,
to this question.
come on.
But the question is, if you could go to one concert or show by any artist ever in the history of ever, where and like who would it be?
You know what I'm gonna say?
I know, bro. I know, obviously, because it's the same for me. As
1989, Detroit, NWA,
Detroit, yeah,
NWA. I need to be in that crowd. Everybody
bro.
put your
Let the
middle fingers
gunshots go off,
high
bro.
in
It's
the
fine.
sky.
I don't care that obviously they got arrested after that show. I don't care. I want to still go there and watch that shit.
That's iconic, man. And that was the only tour they did as a whole group as well. Like big
Yeah, and then
nationwide
they
tour.
split. Even DOC went with them
Yeah,
on the
before his
tour as well.
accident. Oh
Yeah.
man, that would have been sick. What's your second then?
The
Okay, if that's your first, what's your second one?
Oh, the second one. I'm trying to think. Like, who do? Oh, it'd have to be like. That's a tough one because I've always thought like NWA is like the one to go
Yep,
to.
that's the one. Obviously, if you go back in time.
Um, I think like probably a Kanye show or something like that.
Kanye's up there for me, but I think maybe like a prime while he was addicted to drugs, Eminem in concert would be insane.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Like pure 2000 like 6 Eminem.
Yeah, with the headband and the red
Um,
eyes. Bro,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
sick.
Oh no, it would definitely be Eminem. Actually, be like, love the way you lie. Oh, that
Oh,
live with Rihanna. Yeah,
that was because that was later. That would have been when he was he went Abu Dhabi, I remember.
that was in his recovery phase.
Yeah. Boo.
That
No, I'm
was
kidding.
on the recovery album, I think. Actually,
Yeah. Good music knowledge. There you go.
yeah.
Now you
W
know.
music taste.
Now you know we're both gangsters.
Gangster rap, brother.
Thanks for listening and watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow, leave us a good rating, and catch you next week in a bit. Peace.